Chat! Chat! I awaken. Ugh. God. Sorry, I was playing more Doom today. So, yeah, I'm a little exhausted, honestly. I'm gonna say it. Doom the Dark Ages Revelations, the DLC is one of the best games ever made. Fucking fight me. The Bennett has arrived. I was in Gen 9 for a little bit, and then I came... That was a dumb joke. Also, so I thought about it on how we're going to be doing Skull Merchants add-ons, by the way. Also, we have a survey to take, so we're going to be doing that as well. I know Scott already took it, but I might as well take it too, because I take all of them. Also, behavior. I'm just saying, you guys should give away, like, shards or blood points or something for doing the surveys. Not that I'm saying you need to do it, but I think it would be a good idea to get more people to actually take them. I don't know. Maybe it's just a thought. Be a merchant with no skulls or a skulls with no merchant? I think I'd rather be a merchant with no skulls. That sounds more fun, honestly. I guess Doom isn't that eternal. God, Link's that joke hits harder than it probably should, considering what happens. Fuck. You don't think Bonnie's guitar strings are working? It's probably on the black... What, do you mean they're not working correctly in the event? In what way? They're not, like, showing proper gem progress? Okay, so before we get into the survey... So this, I think, is the plan, by the way. Ignore my self-made thing. Anyways, so I think this is the plan for how we're going to do the add-ons videos. So the hinder effects are going to be in one. All the status effect ones are going to be in another video. Aura and info perks are going to be in one. Base kit buffs are going to be in another. Iridescent Manuscript might get moved out of here. I just wasn't sure where to put it, so I put it in here. And then I'm probably going to do Audi and Remote Mic in shorts. So that's probably how we're going to end up doing it. But, yeah. Alright, chat. Survey time. It's my favorite part of the day. This is my... No, God, no. No. This is the last learning stream. Okay, so here's how this is going to work. I wanted to take 2 weeks to just get used to the killer. You know, just, like, kind of learn the ins and outs, see what I think about them, understand the base kit. Because I feel I didn't do that enough with Pyramid Head. And then, starting next week, we're going to start digging into the add-ons. And, like, seeing what they actually do, how the math works, if they're good, if they're bad, how much they affect the base kit versus not. Things like that. We've done that a little bit already with Ultrasonic Speaker by doing the math, but, like, with all of them, like we have been for the other killers. Again, I just wanted to take 2 weeks to, like, properly learn the killer. You could argue doing it during the event didn't help, but it is what it is. Thank you for taking your time to give your feedback on Dead by Daylight. We have 4 different survey tracks available. You might see the same questions as other players. This is done in order to make the survey shorter for all. Please refrain from sharing the survey link. Instead, encourage other players to consult their in-game messages. Thank you for helping us continue to improve the game. Which survey track would you like to complete? Sure. Wait, what? Wait, I'm confused. Can you not select all of them? Is that what finished surveys is? What happens if I finish surveys? No! I wanted to do all of them. They'll send you back to the... Oh, okay. Okay, that makes... Okay. That was confusing. Alright, thank you, Willie. is getting bombed more than likely. Again, if you have me mad about it, you know it's mad. Before starting, please confirm that you're 18 years or older. I am. I like to think so. Overall, how satisfied or dissatisfied are you with Dead by Daylight? I'm somewhat satisfied. I'm in the same boat as a lot of people. I really wish they would change the game more with other updates that aren't just content. But as a general whole package, I'm satisfied with DBD, honestly. To what extent do you agree with the following? I like to play Dead by Daylight. Agree. I find Dead by Daylight entertaining. I have a good time while playing. Slightly agree. Well, okay. Which platforms do you... Oh, which country? Oh, God. Where is it? US. I own a PS or a PC. That's it, because I don't own a Switch anymore. How many days a week do you spend playing at least 30 minutes, or spend at least 30 minutes playing other video games? 4 to 5. I mean, I take my day off, but that's about it. What gender do you identify as? Man. How do you describe your experience level in Dead by Daylight? So, I was asked about, or a bunch of people have been telling me I should just put veteran in this. Because at this point, I kind of am just a vet. Are you going to play a match with in the event of Springtrap to see what I mean about these guys? Not particularly, because I'm trying to speed through Skull Merchant as fast as we can. I would recommend heading over to Alran and asking them. I'm pretty sure he's still playing Springtrap these days. Or maybe asking them on Twitter or something. Because I'm sure one of them has noticed it. Or even Sakura Rose is another content creator I highly recommend. They are a Springtrap player, and I'm sure if there's a problem with it, they've noticed. To what extent do you agree or disagree with the following? The game is repetitive. Slightly agree. The game is challenging. Neutral. The game is predictable. Strongly agree. The game is frustrating. Slightly agree. The game is fun. Slightly agree. The game is replayable. Strongly agree. The game is interesting. What a nebulous term that is, but slightly agree. Have you tried the latest Dead by Daylight chapter? Yes, I have played as the killer. I have played against the killer. How did you hear about the chapter? Why is the cabin not an option? Behavior. We sat there for 13 hours. At least make it an option in the survey. How satisfied or dissatisfied are you with the latest chapter? I'm somewhat satisfied. Again, the only thing I'm really not that great on is the fact that there wasn't a map. Other than that, I'm fine. The general theme, satisfied. Actually, I was going to say very satisfied. I think of all of the stuff they did with Jason, say what you will about his power being recycled or his power not being that unique or interesting, but you got to admit the theming of the character is definitely there. Gameplay, I'm mostly satisfied. The only thing I would want is I kind of wish there was an actual bigger difference between grabbing a hook one versus grabbing a scrap pile one. I know there is a difference, but I wish there was more of it. And I feel like his add-ons could maybe... that's not true. I actually like his add-ons, to be fair. Against the killer, somewhat satisfied. The technical performance of the chapter. Were there any major notable bugs from Jason's release? I don't think there was. Was there any bugs on Jason's release? There's always bugs, but anything majorly notable or game breaking? Because I don't think there was. I'm gonna say satisfied because I can't think of any. How difficult was it to understand the slasher's power? Playing as the killer? Moderately? I think it took me a couple matches to kind of nail it down, but moderately. Yeah, Dr. Kill Switch was the event, though. That wasn't, yeah, that wasn't Jason. I don't think there was any bugs on Jason's release. There was no bugs. Oh, no, that's not true. Vecna did have the bug where when you hooked someone, they were invisible. Um, which is, it wasn't game breaking. It affected nothing. It was just really funny. Playing against the killer, moderately. The following is a list of qualities that may or may not apply to any given killer. Please evaluate, agree or disagree. The killer's power is difficult to understand as a survivor. Neutral. Survivors are given enough time to react to the killer's power cue. I think they're given too much time, personally. So, I'm going to say slightly disagree, I guess. I'm trying to figure out how I want to... The killer's power reduces the effectiveness of hiding out of sight. Slightly disagree. God, no, it doesn't. If anything, it makes it way fucking easier for the most part, because if you're crouching, he's not going to find you. The killer can travel around the map with ease. Strongly agree. The killer's power reduces the effectiveness of pallet loops. I'm going to go with neutral on that, because some of them, yes, other ones, no. So, yeah. What do you appreciate the most about it? It's Jason. What do you appreciate the least about the slasher? What do you appreciate the least about him? Oh, yeah. His height. Whoa, 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 whoa. As a short king myself. Oh god, the perks. The perks. What is it scared to death? I find this perk easy to use. Neutral. I don't think it's easy to use because you have to get 3 hooks. The effects were hard to tell. Strongly agree. I had a good time playing with this perk. Strongly disagree. With time, I am getting better at using this perk. I'm going to put disagree, only because I have found some killers that use it well. Silent Shadow. I find this perk easy to use. Yeah, just hook them and you're undetectable. The effects were hard to tell. Disagree. Actually, I'm going to put slightly disagree. It's an undetectable perk, so it's always going to have a hard time telling if it's working or not. I had a good time playing with this perk. Agree. With time, I am getting better at using this perk. I mean, I'm going to say slightly agree because, like, there's really no getting better with this perk. To what extent do you agree or disagree with the following of Rampage? I find this perk easy to use. Strongly disagree. The effects were hard to tell. Strongly agree. I had a good time playing with this perk. Strongly disagree. With time, I'm getting better with this perk. Strongly disagree. How likely are you to use the following in the future? Very unlikely. Very likely. Very unlikely. Like, come on, man. It's not even close. The only killer I would use Scared to Death on would be Kaneki. That's it. That's the only killer I can think of I would use this perk on. That's it. Rampage, maybe on Singularity, but those are like the only two. Silent Shadow, though, I can see myself throwing this on a lot of killers. I love this perk. Again, it is a perk I've wanted in the game for years, and we finally got it. So, yay. After unlocking the Slasher's perks on all killers, how likely are you to keep playing as the Slasher? Behavior, I'm like the worst person to ask this question to, so I'm going to say unlikely. The people I play against are sometimes angry. Agree. Offensive. I'm going to say neutral. I don't think most of the salt I get I would call offensive. I mean, I don't get that much salt as is, but like that one I got last night, the person telling me to hang from a ceiling, right? Like, that's not offensive. offensive. That's just mean. It's just, yeah, it's just mean. Good-natured, neutral. I get some good-natured ones. Sympathetic, strongly disagree. I don't think I've ever gotten a sympathetic one. Friendly, neutral. Hurtful, strongly agree. Now, toxic. I'm gonna say agree, not strongly agree. I'm gonna say slightly agree. How entitled are the survivors you run into? To what extent do you agree or disagree with the following factors regarding your decision to play Dead by Daylight? I find it captivating to play. Slightly agree. I wouldn't play it otherwise. I experience a sense of competence when playing. Sure. It integrates well with my other hobbies and interests. The game has personal significance to me. I'm going to go with agree on that. At this point, it does. I'm motivated to gain experience. Nope. God, no. Nope. I'm going to put disagree because I do it when a new character comes out and then I'm done. I feel obligated to maintain my status in the game. Yeah, that one's a slightly agree, honestly. It is worth the time I spend. Neutral. I mean, you don't really get anything. How often do you watch DVD content creators? Nowadays? I'd say multiple times a week. When watching Dead by Daylight content creators, what type of content do you engage with? Tutorials and... Oh, pick one. Yeah, probably that one. No, probably... Yeah, this one. What content with the least live gameplay? I'm a hypocrite, I know. How satisfied or dissatisfied are you with the speed of resolution on the following types of bugs? Audio bugs, very dissatisfied. Visual bugs, somewhat dissatisfied. Perk bugs. I'm gonna apart from Streetwise, I'm gonna give behavior the benefit of the doubt. Other than Streetwise, I think they have been very good about fixing bugs that perks have. At least in a reasonable time. So I'm actually gonna say somewhat satisfied on that one. Can't join friends. I don't really experience that one, so I'm going to say somewhat satisfied. Killer power bugs. Dissatisfied. Actually, I'm going to say very dissatisfied. We still got Crotch Slinger. So, Bloodweb bugs. Okay. Currency bugs. Sure. Add-on bugs. I can't think of any off the top of my head, so somewhat, I guess, satisfied for that one. Balancing bugs. What the fuck is a balancing bug? What the fuck is a balancing bug? They typed the wrong number? I guess somewhat. Matchmaking bugs? Sure. Locomotion / map navigation bugs. Is that a balancing bug? I guess that is a balancing bug. I'll say somewhat dissatisfied. My issue with this is mostly just, if that's what they are, my issue with balancing bugs would be just the inconsistency of it. A bug that affects... All bugs affect balance. If you can't hear anything, that's a balance. If your power doesn't work, that's a balance problem. Broken pallets and collision. Oh, with how the event's been, and every time I walk through a pallet, that sometimes it'll fucking, like, jitter my screen. Yeah, whatever. Dissatisfied. Paid cosmetic bugs. Oh, there's a not experienced thing here. Okay, not experienced. Not experienced. Not experienced. I don't even know how you would know you experienced that. Okay, there we go. Paid cosmetic bugs. I guess somewhat satisfied because they fixed... They fixed Krisu. Have you anything else to share? Nope. Okay. Thank you for taking, blah, 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 before, yes. Why didn't they just do this as one long survey? To what extent do you agree or disagree with the following? I liked playing this event. Disagree. This event was entertaining. I'm actually going to say neutral on this, and I'll explain myself in a second. I had a good time playing this event. Strongly disagree. So the reason why I'm going to put entertaining, or was it entertaining and neutral? Because, again, the art is fine. The general idea is okay. The lore little tidbits and, like, movable stuff they're giving us in the archives are cool. Clearly, a lot of effort was put into the mode. So, like, I am still entertained. I'm just not having fun. I feel like those can be mutually exclusive. How satisfied or dissatisfied are with the event lore? I don't really care. Actually, you know what? I'm going to say somewhat dissatisfied right now. Because it feels like they're building up to something and we just haven't gotten there yet. I hate it when stories do that too much. What were the main reasons you choose to play? I just like it. I just like it, man. Blood points. I did not want to play Classic 1v4. Quests. Being between collecting blood points and trying to complete the trial as best as they could, what did you feel was the main focus of other players? Mostly completing the trial and exclusively been. Sure. How casual / competitive would you rate the game mode of other players? In regular 1v4, during the events, very competitive. In this event, somewhat balanced. Oh, Jesus God. Okay, alright. What is your favorite dish mechanic? Order them. Where's the haste one? Stuffed trotters? That's my first one, I think. Okay, stuffed trotters is 1. Creamy pasta is definitely my least favorite. Wait. No. Baked crumpet is my least favorite. Yeah, it's probably in this order. I don't mind stuffed trotters. I'm going to be 100% honest. The haste one, I don't mind it as much. I hate the invisibility one to the ends of the earth because it just makes shit take so much longer than it needs to. And I hate the pallet one, but only for Shack. Everywhere else, I really don't mind it that much. How novel or original were the mechanics? I'd say somewhat original. I mean, it depends on how derogatory you want to use that term, right? If you want to be reductive as shit, none of it's original. Invisibility, Vecna has a thing that causes that. Unbreakable pallets aren't, like, unheard of. We did that in the Christmas event. Portals that teleport is just from Forgotten Ruins. The haste is just sprint burst in a bottle, which is from 2v8. Items coming back is just, yeah, that's why I'm going to say somewhat. How they're implemented is original. What they are is not. How would you rate the balanced? Very Survivor-sided. Even though they're losing all the time, it doesn't mean it's not Survivor-sided. How clear and easy to understand where the mechanics... I'm going to say not so clear, honestly. Because I don't think it explains well enough unless, like, you actually, like, reread it a few times. Granted, it's been, like, a couple weeks, so all of us kind of know how it works now, but, like, day 1, I'd say, like, day 1 through 3, like, it wasn't fully understood exactly how things worked. I think it took me a few matches to fully grasp everything, so, yeah. How likely are you to play in mode in its current form? I mean, I kind of have to, so, yeah. How likely are you to play mode if improved? Very likely. We would like to have your feedback about specific Black Banquet mechanics. Ask me about every mechanic. Ask me about one. Sure. Is this the palette one? How satisfied are we with the creamy pasta? Dissatisfied. How would you rate the balance of the main course? Very different. What do you mean? How? What? Okay, all right. Behavior. I get what you're doing, but this is part of my problem with most of these things. How could any of this be killer-sided? The only thing the killer gets here is the fragile pallets. That's it. And even then, that's for the survivors, not the killer. In this course, cream pasta, how useful was it for survivors to assemble a main course? Extremely useful. The pallets don't break, they get fragile pallets, and they heal. Using the morsel, very useful. I wouldn't say extremely useful because while invincibility at any point can be very strong, a lot of the times you're going to die anyways. You're just kind of delaying it. Benefits from the global effect. Destroyed pallets become fragile. Not very useful, honestly. In this course, how useful was it for the killers to benefit from the global effect? Destroyed pallets become fragile. Somewhat useful. Use poison in another way. Throwing gens, pallets, portals. This is a loaded question. Yes, the poison's useful. But the rest of that doesn't... Somewhat useful. Poison the food. Almost useless. Okay. How satisfied or dissatisfied were you with the poison? Somewhat. It's boring, but like it does its job. Very strong. It almost guarantees a down, honestly. How useful was it? Almost useless. Almost useless. Almost useless. Almost useless. You can poison portals? Hold up, you can poison portals? I'm still hitting almost useless, but like... I didn't even know you could do that. Do you have comments about the poison? I didn't even know you could poison portals. Perv, I know what we're gonna do today. How satisfied or dissatisfied? If we ever get the portal one, to be fair. How satisfied or dissatisfied were you with the event milestone quests? The milestone quest? It's fine. They're fine. How much attention do you pay to event milestone quests? Some. You know, if I'm doing it, I'm doing it. If we were to add more quests, what would you prefer? I would much prefer more general gameplay quests. General gameplay quests. I would much prefer more event. Yeah, I would. If you're going to do an event, make the quests about the event. Personally, that's what I would want. How satisfied or dissatisfied are you with this main course? Is this the haste one? Again, I'm in the minority. I don't know if I'm in the minority for this. I really think that the stuffed trotters one, it's fine. I don't mind this one. The killers get something. The survivors get something. If I was to change anything about this, it would just remove the healing from the payoff. That's it. I don't think it should be on any of them personally, but that's just me. How would you rate the balance of this one? I think this one's somewhat survivor-sided. I genuinely don't think this one's nearly as survivor or nearly as unbalanced as the other ones. In this course, how useful was it for the survivors to assemble a main course? Very useful. Very useful. Extremely useful. I like how they don't mention the healing on the global effect. They didn't do that on either of these. In this course, how useful was it for the killers to use poison in another way? On this one's particularly, actually, I think it's very useful. Because the thing with this is if you poison them, and then they eat the morsel, and they start running, their stamina bar... They have to manage the stamina bar, and while they can't like stop moving once they get there, because of how it works, they can't like. It's not as like one-to-one with the other ones. I feel. Poison the food, almost useless. Benefits from, somewhat useful. I like the haste one. Healing on payoff needs to go away. What is this? Is this just the... Okay. How satisfied are you with the desserts? Somewhat dissatisfied. I'm not going to say it's completely, just because of the haste on both ends. How useful was it for survivors to get the elusive effect? Extremely, extremely, extremely. Almost useless. Somewhat useful. Somewhat useful. How satisfied or dissatisfied were you with the main... Is this one the portals? Oh, this is the portals. Very dissatisfying. Very survivor-sided. Very useful. I'm gonna say very, not extremely. Extremely useful. Somewhat useful. The portal spawns could actually screw you over. How useful was it to kill her? Almost useless. Somewhat useful. It's not enough, man. It's not enough. Not very useful. I don't even know what to comment on this one. I kind of want to say something along the lines of, like, the portals... They need to, like... There we go. Do you have any frustrations? There's too much for the survivors to use. Killer. Scene. Lackluster. And limited. Sorry, Chad. I'm thinking while I'm typing this. I think that's really all I have to say about it. Pretty much just killers don't really get much. Get out of jail free cards are pretty much what all the morsels are. And the healing effect needs to go. And a reason to poison shit, not just use the poison. Are there new menu effects you would like to see? Would be nice to add in future iterations of the event. Is there anything I would like to see? Is there anything I would like to see from the morsels? Like, what's a pocket effect I wouldn't mind the survivors having? Because we have invisibility, a speed boost, and invincibility. I might get some crap for this one. So hear me out. And here's why I don't mind this one. So, you eat a morsel and you get an any means necessary buff where you can pick up pallets for like, I don't know, 10 seconds. Because you can't really use this while you're in chase. This would be a conscious decision you kind of have to make outside of chase. So, like, I don't mind that one. I don't know how people would feel about that, but I kind of like this as an idea. It might be nice if I could spell resetting correctly. Plus, it's something that is killer. You're not really going to notice nearly as much as the other ones. It's not going to be as in your face. You're going to notice it, like, oh, I thought they dropped that pallet already, right? But you're not going to notice it nearly as much as someone sprint bursting in your face, going invisible and you can't find them, or making it so they literally can't be damaged. No, it is. But that, like, that just makes them fragiles and resets all the pallets. This would be implied, like, that kind of goes away. But I think as a morsel on its own, I think it could be an interesting idea. It's the one everyone's been excited for. Future licenses. Which of the following would you like to see added to Dead by Daylight? A Quiet Place. Assassin's Creed. Beetlejuice. BioShock. Care Bears, let's go! Claire Obscure. What the? Claire Obscure? Dead Space. Dead Space. Dead Space. Doom! Doom! They even spelled it with all caps! Dying... Eminem. Like the rapper? I am Eminem. I am in Dead by Daylight. Ghostbusters, yes, please. Gremlins, please. I really don't want it. I Know What You Did Last Summer. It, Jaws, Jurassic Park. K-pop Demon Hunters? Hell yeah, why not? Kool-Aid? Kool-Aid? What the fuck does that even mean? What do you mean Kool-Aid? We have added a new item, the Chug Jug, based off of the Kool-Aid mask. I'm not clicking it. Like, not even for the meme. Meth Regen? Sure. Mortal Kombat? Yes, please. I'm only doing this for KMD, but Portal? Yes, why not? Predator? Please. Don't we already... Oh, no. No, you know what? I do want Brenda. I do want Scary Movie because I want Brenda in this fucking game. Scary stories to tell in the dark. That's a weird one I've never really thought about. I don't know how you do that, though. I'm not gonna click it. Shaun of the Dead, yes, please. We need more funny shit in this game, please. Slender Man, yes. Something is killing the children. What the fuck is... Okay, here's the thing. Do I want Splinter Cell and Dead by Daylight? No. However, I don't know if many people know this. I have a Splinter Cell tattoo on my right arm. And I have that because it's one of my favorite gaming franchises of all time. I could talk about Splinter Cell for fucking hours if I wanted to. And I haven't gotten a Splinter Cell game since fucking Blacklist in, what, 2014? Ubisoft, I know you're going bankrupt at this point, but I would love my remake. But, you know, whatever. I'm clicking it. I'm clicking it because for the reasons I just stated. Oh, I love all the thes. I love all the thes. Supernatural, yes, my roommate is a massive Supernatural fan. I don't really want Terminator. I'll be 100% honest with you. I really don't want it. Addams Family, yes, please. The Boys, The Conjuring, The Crow, The Dark Tower, The Evil Within, please. The Exorcist, The Grudge, The House of the Dead, The Nun, The Purge, The Return of the Living Dead, The Shining, The Substance, The Thing, please. The Weeknd. The Weeknd? Like the band The Weeknd? Please. No. Weapons. What the fuck does this mean? Weapons. Also, yes, Universal Monsters, please. I can see. I'm just not a massive Spider-Man fan. That's the only reason I'm going to say. I'm not saying yes or no to Spider-Man. What the fuck do they mean by weapons? Is that a movie I don't know about? Out of the franchise you selected, which are the top most, second most, and third most franchises? Wait, what? Oh, if I had to... I've never seen Weapons. I've never even heard of it. Honestly, chat, of all of these, if I was to pick one, I might get some shit for this. Dead Space, I think, is my top most wanted. Second... probably The Thing, honestly. That is The Thing, right? Yep. Third... I just want a motherfucking dinosaur in this game. I'm only picking 3, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's only 3. Okay. Please indicate whether the franchise you selected would be better as a... Oh, thank God they're asking this question. A Quiet Place would be better as a chapter. Beetlejuice, definitely a collection. Chapter, collection. Gremlins, that's a tough one. Do I think Gremlins works better as a cosmetic collection or a chapter? Honestly, hear me out on this, because I want to say this out loud before I get my answer. Would a Gremlin skin for Chucky... would we be mad with that? I'm genuinely curious, chat. Would you guys be mad if that was our Gremlins inclusion? I would love them as a killer, but, like, I don't know. While I'm thinking about that, Jurassic Park chapter, Jaws chapter, It chapter, K-pop Demon Hunters, cosmetics, Megan. Honestly, yeah, make that a chapter. Mortal Kombat should be collections, chapter. Honestly, Scary Movie should just be a cos. I just want Brenda in the game. Please. Slenderman, chapter. Splinter Cell can be cosmetic. Supernatural, chapter. Addams Family, cosmetic. Evil Within, chapter. The Thing should be a chapter. Trick or Treat, chapter. Twisted Metal, cosmetics. Universal Monsters. Honestly, I think Universal Monsters work better as a cosmetic thing. I'm just gonna say chapter. I don't know. It's just me. I don't want Doom to be a chapter because Doom Guy as a killer doesn't make nearly as much sense. Are there other franchises you would like to see? Tremors. The Last of Us. I cannot believe... Again, Tremors, niche franchise. I kind of get why it wasn't on that list, even though fucking Kool-Aid and Care Bears were. What do you mean The Last of Us wasn't on that list? Really? Really? Really, The Last of Us wasn't on the list? Alright. Are there any other franchises I really want that weren't on that list? Oh. Anything else? Well, no. Um, Anything else, really? I think that's pretty much it. Regarding the other franchises you added, would you like to see them as Tremors? I would love that as a chapter. Last of Us as a chapter. Dead Meat. I would love it as a chapter, but realistically, I think it would be fine as a cosmetic collection. And Doki Doki Literature Club. I just want that. I just want an AI killer. Guys, I don't like Godzilla as much as you guys do. I really do not give a fuck about Godzilla, if I'm 100% honest. The survey will take... What? Is this about the... In their 10th anniversary announcement, the Dead by Daylight revealed several upcoming changes for the below. Introducing user community generated... how do you feel about them? Very positive. Somewhat positive. Somewhat positive. Somewhat positive. For each of the items mentioned previously, do you have concerns you would like to share? User generated? I have some. Yeah, why not? Fuck it. The new character... Wait. Visual updates for new characters will alter the gameplay in a bad way. I don't think it will. I don't like Godzilla that much. I'm not a big Godzilla fan. How dare I have different interests? Have nice facial details. Sure. Have problematic or exaggerated facial animations. Neutral. Still have the right tone. Sure. Might be too much for my hardware specs. I keep saying this over and over again. I think at some point we have to rip this fucking band-aid off. Retain their original identity. I think they will. I think most of the things will head over just fine. Are appealing to me. Behavior, did you just ask me? You know what? I'm going to say neutral. Might have cosmetics that are different than when I bought them. I didn't even think about that. I'm going to say agree on that one. I didn't even think about that. I don't like King Kong that much either. I don't like kaiju fights that much, if I'm really honest. I just don't find them that interesting to me. To what extent do you agree with the weather system? Are appealing to me? I'm going to say neutral. Might cause accessibility. Agree. Will alter the gameplay in a bad way. Slightly agree. Feels scary. Agree. Might reduce ability. Strongly agree. Might be too much for my hardware specs. Neutral. To what extent do you agree or disagree with maps? Retain the original. Okay, it's just the same question. Neutral. Are appealing to me. Agree. Might not be rolled out fast enough. Strongly agree. Could be harder to navigate. Neutral. It really depends. That's a problem with fidelity. Could impact the gameplay. Neutral. Should be reworked in terms of layout and balance first. Strongly agree. Feels scary and horror-like. Disagree. Might cause accessibility. I mean, it depends. Depends on the map and what you're doing. User-generated content. Make it difficult to discover good content. I'm going to say disagree. As someone who's been in TF2 for years and, like, seen other things and the good stuff comes to the top. It always does. If you know how to look for it, you'll find it. Lack moderation. Agree. It's going to. There's no way. Be unbalanced, of course. Force me to relearn the different game modes to catch up with others, of course. Lower performance. Yeah, it's going to do that. Of course it's going to do that. Increases this. Yes. Not support content I already own. I mean, it's going to. This was a thought I had about this. So here's the thing with this. So not support content I already own. So my assumption is what's going to end up happening here is that user-generated content is going to exclude all licensed stuff. That is going to be what I think is going to happen. And it's not unheard of in Dead by Daylight. This happened with My Little Oni, with Survivor skins, or Survivors in general. You couldn't play any licensed Survivors. So I'm actually kind of fine with this. I don't know if that's a standard opinion, but if the user-generated content is what we think it is, and the sacrifice to have it is that license holders won't allow their stuff to be in it, or they can't be in it, to avoid issues, I'm perfectly fine with that. Also, hi, Hero. Pose security risks. Neutral? Is that it? Hey, we're done! That took, what, an hour? I don't know, man. Like, a lot of the stuff in there, like, it's hard to say for sure. Like, user-generated content, like I said, like, in the future, of course, Did I say hi to Hero twice? I apologize. I don't know. It's if licenses are the sacrifice for us to get like custom maps and custom modes, I think we just need to bite that bullet. Honestly. The corn moving on its own. Oh, that would actually sound kind of sick. Also, my terrible Skull Merchant fit. I didn't spend any money on this. But it's my fit. And I love it. I don't know, man. At least they didn't ask what killers were annoying in the event. Anyone with an insta-down. Anyone with an insta-down, and anyone who can basically just circumvent the event, like Skull Merchant, Plague, and Legion. It was for emphasis. No, it was definitely because my dumbass forgot. Also, there are new quests. Actually, I should probably read those. One moment. Complete 6 trials. Eat desserts. Chase for 800 seconds. Down 30 survivors. Okay. Also, chat, don't you just love that we have, like, what, a week, less than a week of this event left, and we're not even done with fucking community quest that gives us basically nothing? It's such a disappointment. It's such a disappointment with that. Ugh. And with today, chat, this should mark 15 hours, I think, as long as we do this right. Also, so Doom the Dark Ages, by the way, the DLC, I did another playthrough of it today. If you just skip all the cutscenes and you know what you're doing, it turns that like 9 hours, or I think it was like 10 hours my first time through. I beat it in like 3. It really is. It's really funny how the difference it makes once you know what you're doing. I mean, I think it'd be a pretty short video, all things considered, Marmy. It's like 3 chapters I can think of. Marmy, why don't you make it? Genuine question. I tell people this all the time. If you got an idea for a video, make the video. Fuck it. I was hoping Darth would actually start making the concepts into videos. I don't think they have yet. Pig is definitely #1. There you go. Because you're not good at making videos, there's only one way to get good at it, and that's to do it. My videos suck. You don't see me complaining. We're doing good. I just did the survey. I got mad at Last of Us not being in there. You think they see me? Was that the speed boost? I never look at the fucking thing anymore, so I just keep forgetting what they have. What is your ping, my guy? She was a fucking wizard, dude. Dude, he got hit twice, right? It works for me. I love how technically, him getting down was the best thing that could have happened to him there. Sure. I'll take my double taps. I like my double taps. Cast magic missile. What the fuck was that? Oh, someone's in shack. I wonder who it is. Hi, Renato. Just put this here real quick. That smart bastard did that last second, too. Oh, so close. Did they get this? No. Were they timing that for him to get up? I think so. I should have just gone for the hit. I was trying to be cancel with the double tap. If that doesn't land. I can't believe that fucking worked. I am mad at her that worked. Also, Chad, I was rewatching some of the VODs. How's the volume, by the way? Because it seems like it's been very quiet. At least a little bit. If it's not really affecting anything or anyone, like, I think I'm fine with it. Okay. Works for me. They're back up top, which is fine. It does make sure I don't get jolted. I'm gonna put this here. Ready for the pocket sprint burst in a second. Didn't matter anyways. I don't know who else had a flashlight. Put her over here so my drone doesn't go away. That would be 11. Fong? That would be, yeah, 11's the one who just got hit, which is fine. Back up to 7 stacks. Fong's going right there. I can kill her and down her. Oh, this is gonna work out. But not has the Dispelling Sphere in the spellbook. I think many of us don't. Fucking really. If you're curious, I was trying to throw poison at her is what I was doing. Are you I fucking hate this. Why would I want to poison a pallet there? Someone tell me. Also, I did not realize it was 2 11s. That's 22. What of all the jokes, that's what made me laugh? That. Good shit. Just in case it hit hard. It can poison objects so you don't have to deal with it. Yeah, exactly. Just make up like the snow skulls. Or just make it spacebar or something. There's options, man. How many drones do I have before? You know something I do think Skull Merchant needs? I think she needs what I feel Bubba also needs. Which is, I really want a race car HUD. I'm gonna get some shit for that, but I really want a race car HUD. Chad, am I back? Oh. Okay. Well then. Hi, chat. Am I back? Yeah, I think my internet went out for like a second. That was weird. Oh well. Out of curiosity. let me see if behavior counted that, because I have a feeling they didn't. Oh, they did! They did count that. My score was 0, but I still had 11 minutes. Alright, that's good to know. There, I'll turn the volume up a little bit louder for you guys. I think... What did I have it at? I had it at like 15. I think 25 might be the middle ground for you guys. Because the audio sounds different for me because I have my desktop audio lower. But it doesn't affect the stream, so... So, Hero, now that you've actually taken a second to see my Skull Merchant gameplay, do you have any what do you think? How bad is it? I got a good double tap. I'm gonna take that. It was still a good match, all things considered. I think that was like one of the better showcases of why Skull Merchant's kind of stupid in this mode. Also, I think the poison is why I don't mind the haste so much, honestly. Like, because it counteracts the haste a bit, so, like, it's not that big of a deal. It's haste, okay. Where'd he go? He was like right there. Again, I should have paid attention if anyone had flashlights, but whatever. So Chad, how's the audio so far? Is it too loud, too quiet? I really need something else for... No, this one has more progress. Why is there a tree there? I feel like I am focusing on claw trapping too much, but I also feel like that's the entire point, you know? Damn, Kate. I could have just put her on the one behind me, and I probably should have. I just didn't pay enough attention. Becky's still injured. Renato's still injured. These two are probably healing because, yep, they just finished the gen. Maybe do that. I love the little laugh she does when she gets a hit. Just like, it's like some shit I would do in real life. I'm gonna set this one. I know that's in the middle of nowhere, but that's on purpose. It's just a light. Someone's on that. This actually works out better for me because now I finish my stacks sooner. Becker. Skull Merchant is top 3 giggling. It's like right behind Clown and Death Singer for sure. Wait, Billy does? I didn't know Billy giggled. I thought the only thing Billy did was go. Arrgh! spot trap on you real quick. Because now I know exactly where you are. Becky, it's inevitable. It's inevitable. It's inevitable! What? I was like, where the fuck is the hook? Run from it. Shred it. Comes for you all the same. You gonna commit or no? Wow, Dwight. Such amazing body blocking from you. Why don't people commit to body blocking? He has no hooks. He should have committed to that, like 100%. Dwight, I want you to know, this is, like, literally all your fault. Let's just be 100% honest here. Oh, hang on, Dwight, I gotta eat desserts. Did he go down to deep ruins? Dwight? Oh. Did he go down to deep wounds? Oh no, he plot twist. Why did he plot twist? Was he thinking I wasn't gonna notice? What the fuck was that? Why do people do that? Like I don't have a HUD that tells me you went down. What the fuck? Oh wait, did I just... I think I did. I think I have enough to buy that last part of the outfit I wanted. I wanted the kitty cat blade. Yeah, I wanted this. don't know. Does she do, like, the pull animation? I wish you could see... Wait. Oh, damn. I wish you could see the animations. Does she do the, Which animation does this use for the hit? Chat. What animation does she use for this one? Does anyone know? Because it looks like the basic one with the saw blade on it, so I'm assuming... What have I learned? Skull Merchant is not nearly as bad as people make her out to be. That's what I've learned.
Yeah.
Because I really like the buzzsaw animations. I don't want to get this one. Yeah, I think I'm going to get this one. Fuck it. Some of the orc cells are going anywhere else. Yeah, her blade wipe animation is different. Apparently she has, or from what I've been told, she has 3 different ones. I thought it was just 2. It's fine. I think the base buzz X works out. I haven't really gotten too many DCs. I mean, I get some people who give up, but not that many DCs. Not more than normal, anyways. I really hope that first match counts towards my time. Oh, the break pallets. No, fucking pallets. No, wait, the pasta. Get the pasta away from me. Someone's going in the basement. Why? How do I? Search has got one. I can start working my way over there now. Boop. So will not hit. I think it's 2 stacks for her. Yep. I thought maybe we should stay. Yeah, I really like the animation on this one. That Dwight... Is this the same Dwight as last match? Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. You think I can catch him? Damn. I thought I was good in time. it. Why would you use that there? We should panic. Make that, which is fine. I hate this game. I think this is the same Dwight as last match. He's using the same outfit and everything, so I'm just going to take my assumption. Doesn't drop the... God damn it. Of course, his plot twist is down now. That's good. Kind of centralizing a lot of the events over here. Do this. It was main building. That's fine. Put this here. Is she crouching that, or am I missing? Can I down her before she gets to that one?
Yeah.
Fourth shot. I should have in-woned her there. That was just sloppy, really sloppy on my end. I messed up like 3 times. We are about to have 1 gen left. I'm assuming it's this one over here. I was right. I would rather go for V, but... Oh, that could have been a double tap, too, if I fucking waited like a second more. goddamn well. I think he has a full, like, anti-slug. I think I'm only getting a 2K out of this. I played really fucking bad, to be fair. I fucked up like 3 times. Would have been 3 if I wasn't standing around. Still think the fastest match I've had was definitely that like 4-minute match I had on Coldwind. It would have been 3 minutes, yeah, but they waited in the exit gate for me for a while. Joe, you're on death hook, and I don't think you have a morsel. I'll take the 2K. With how bad I played, I'll take the 2K. I played that fucking terribly. Okay, I'll take the 3K, I guess. I genuinely don't think I deserve it. But I'll take it. This is not set in stone. V could still come for this, but I have 5 stacks of Stadipple, so it's pretty much set in stone. I think Claudette knows it too. Also, that's a prestige Claudette, I just realized. Huh. Oh, I have to eat the dessert. Is there any tables in here? It's 2... I can 10 of these. GG's. I think this might have been the same Dwight from last game. Another overcome user. And lucky, it was Lucky Break. I thought it was Dance With Me. I played so bad that match. I played so fucking bad that match. I did not deserve the 3K. I genuinely didn't. So let me double check. Yeah, okay, it's just eat desserts. Chase for 800 seconds. Which we're getting for sure. And then down for 30. Okay. Also, you know, looking through Spell Merchant's add-ons, it is still very odd to me that there aren't any that affect the haste. Just the hindered. I guess there's a good reason for that, it's still odd. I really need to play Survivor more. How many cakes do I have on V? I have 225, and I'm probably never going to use them. Ugh. $233. Not going to use a single one of them for a while. I don't know, man. I've said this so many times. I just do not find Survivor that fun. Also, so I'm going to try something. Increases the duration of the hinder by 1 second. How long is the base hinder? It's also funny that I have to go to the wiki to figure out how long it is, because if you don't know, I don't know how the fuck you're supposed to know if this is good or not. Drones, drone detection, drone placement, radar. Healthy survivors receive damage and become injured. Injured survivors suffer from deep wounds, suffer from the broken status effect, regardless of their health state, receive a claw trap. If a survivor stands between an elevated drone... What? Six seconds of 10%? Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. Claw traps attached to the survivor have a battery life of 45 seconds and continuously broadcast their location to the radar of the skull merchant until it runs out, automatically destroying it. Claw trap survivors who are scanned by a drone suffer from the following effects. Applies a 10% hinder for 6 seconds. It uses the default wipe? Okay, I was just curious. If so, I'm glad I didn't get it. So, if it's a 10% for 6 seconds, so this would make it 12% for 6 seconds, and this would make it 10% for 7 seconds. So, a 2% hinder... A 2% hinder... I'm gonna... Hang on, chat. I'm gonna see if someone can help me with something. Fuck it, let's do the testing now. Why not? It's not like we're doing anything. Funniest part is that the blue add-on is better than the purple. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out right now, is which is better. It's almost better in every way, too, because especially once I start doing the math, people might say, oh, well, this counters Vigil. But, again, like I've said before, because Vigil is a percentage, this actually makes Vigil better. Because this is a percentage, the higher you make the number, the more Vigil shaves off. Trying to see if I can get someone to help me out with this real quick. I think Kit's offline too. I think I'm just gonna run the blue in that case. Because I'm trying to do the math in my head, but it'd be so much easier, which is really funny because we could just use low power mode, by the way, to figure it out. It's funny that add-on is honest. The funny thing, so I do think low power mode has like a genuine use case, but it's funny to think that this is actually going to be really good for testing shit. Because I could just set it up and have them pass through it. Because I am genuinely curious just how much of a difference it is. But I think everyone I know is Beezy. Six seconds of 10% is 60% hinder. 6 of 12 is 72. 7 of 10 is 70. Right. On paper and with math, all of that looks good, and I'm not saying it doesn't, Lynx. But I would want to see how it works, like how it actually works, like how it actually affects them in a straight line. The problem is you're doing percentages to a base amount from another percentage, so it's going to be the math isn't going to work out the way you think it does. If there's anything I've learned about this game, it is also sometimes the math does not account for the way it should be. I don't think I'm going to get any help. What do you mean no one's awake at 2 in the fucking morning? Yeah, it's gonna be like Chucky's additive multiplicative fucking bullshit. Well, yeah, because that's the thing, because this says by 2%, so it should increase it to 8%. I'm sorry, 12%. No matter what, actually, if it's additive or multiplicative, because it's 10%. 2% of and by 10% are by 2% are the same. It should come out to the same amount, no matter what. 10 and 100 make that very easy. Actually, no. No. Yeah, 2% of... No, 2% of 10... 2% of 10% would be 0.2%. Okay, hang on. I might have gotten a test subject. I mean, friends. It usually only does 7.5. Hi, Bailey.
Hello.
Hello. You're on stream, just so you know.
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay, just making sure. I don't like to put people on call, and then they're like, "What do you mean we're streaming?"
No, you're good. Are you gonna kill your friends?
Yeah. So here's what I need to test.
Okay.
I forgot you changed your name again.
Fine.
Oh damn, your Twitch shirt.
Oh yeah, I'll take it off.
No, you're
You're
good. You're good. It's
Here, hold on. Who are you playing?
Skull Merchant.
Skull Merchant, right?
Yeah.
All right. Hold on. Here you go. We'll be like. How cool I look.
I'll look in a second while I figure out which map has the best straight line to test this on.
All right. What do you need? What do you need me to bring?
Nothing. You're literally. I just need you to run in the straight line. You don't have to bring anything to heal with. Nothing. You're just gonna have to run in the straight line.
All right. Bet.
I'm just gonna use Ormond. I always use Ormond. It's the easiest one.
Yeah, we can go by the funky little window.
Okay. Should be good. So, what I'm gonna do you know how Skull Merchant works?
That's a good question. I know she has drones.
Okay, so when you get a claw trap on you, if you get scanned again, you get hindered.
Right? You get the what, 8%, right?
10% for 6 seconds.
Okay.
So I have the only add-on I have on right now is low power mode. It just makes the beam stand still.
Right.
I just need you to walk through it until you get claw trapped, and then I want you to run in the straight line, and I want you to tell me, and we're gonna see how fast you actually go, and then we're gonna do it with the 2 add-ons that affect it.
What, the hinder speed?
Yeah, there's one that adds 2% and one that makes it last a second longer. It should be over here. Oh, that's perfect. That's so perfect. So just walk
through it?
Yeah, just walk through it. Walk out. Okay, wait 2.5 seconds, walk back through it. Okay, walk for 2.5 seconds, walk back through it.
What a weird add-on.
Okay, alright, you're claw trapped? Okay, alright. I'm gonna stand on this hill.
Okay.
Hopefully this hill is here every time.
Yeah, that'd be kind of sad if it's not.
Okay, alright, and just run through it. 10% hinder?
Yep. Alright, now the hinder's gone here.
Okay.
Snowman.
Hopefully the fucking hill's there.
Claw your way out. What is that? Is that like escape with a claw trap?
I guess.
Alright.
Why is there a score event for that?
They have it for like singularity too, for escaping with a biopod.
Okay.
Oh.
So the one I'm using now, it increases it by 2%. So you should get a 12% hinder. That's the other thing I want to figure out here, is that the math works.
She wants to be the nightmare.
Because if it's actually by 2% and not just adding 2%, then it only increases it by 0.2, which means it would probably round down, so it wouldn't actually do anything.
Hold on, I gotta get my dog some water. I'll be right back.
Oh, the hell's not clear. That sucks. I have not been playing Skull Merchant for that long. Only about 2 weeks now. Oh my god, that is so beautiful. I love this. Chat, I'm not gonna lie. I'm really gonna like low power mode once we start using it. Like, this seems... I like this so much better. As we wait for Bailey to come back. I think the simplest thing they could do to debuff it is just make it so the effects of rotating it are always active. Hello, Bailey.
It's almost setting off fireworks.
What? It's been a week. What the fuck?
I know.
I'm not gonna. I was just telling Chad. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm actually gonna like this add-on.
Of the hinder one?
No, the one that keeps it in place. Yeah, just you gotta walk through 3 times to get caught track. And back through. Back through. Okay, and then walk around. Skip. The skipping button slide. Yep, go for it.
It's 12%. Yeah, that's 12%.
And stop like right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would wager the one that makes it last longer will probably be the best.
Well, because it'd be 10% for 7 seconds versus 12% for 6.
Oh, maybe not. I don't know. Do you have it on?
Yeah, I have it on. The thing is, though, also running the one that makes it last longer would make Vigil affect it more.
Definitely the Olsen Chungus perk.
Vigil's perfectly designed.
Yeah, my favorite perk.
Because theoretically, because it's making it last a second longer, the other one would be better. The other one would be better in long stretches, or like in short stretches. This should be better in long stretches.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. It would be better, I guess, for a longer amount of time. But like you said, Vigil is gonna severely hit it, so you probably just want the one that gives you more direct value.
Close enough. What the hell are you looking at?
I was like waiting for it to go through. So, like, Alright, ready?
Yep, go for it. Yeah, so this one would be better for long stretches.
Yeah, if I don't, you want to run it with Vigil?
Yeah, I might as well see what happens. I did the original with Vigil too, so.
Yeah, that is a very long hinder. Like, that is a comically long hinder. Sorry if my background's loud, by the way.
I can't hear anything, you're good.
Okay. Oh, I gotta put on Vigil, sorry. I was about to just ready.
You suggested this!
I know. I'm the villain. That makes me so sad.
The deadline for Skull Merchant was 12, now it's 40 because of having the anti-camp for drones. What do you mean the deadline? Like, how far away the drones can be placed?
Maybe?
I thought it was 16.
I don't know.
I don't know, like, what they did to Skull Merchant for the drones, I think, in the recent bug fix, I think is one of those things where it's, to me, it makes sense. It's just something that just kind of slipped through the cracks. So people just think it's a intended mechanic. It is
You
dumb.
spawned 30 feet away from me.
PvD is a perfectly fine game. Everything works.
It is. You wanna go through?
Yep. Just run the fucking... Just run the course. You know what would be a really cool add-on for Skull Merchant?
What's that?
What if there was an add-on that made it so, like, when the gates opened, a drone spawns like this?
Oh, that'd be pretty neat. I do like that. Alright.
Go ahead. You do have Vigil, right? Eh?
I mean, I still got.
I mean, that was just base.
Yeah. What are you doing, man? My dog is freaking.
We'll try it with the 2%, see if it makes a difference. Trying to think of
How many
another.
hours are you at now?
After today, it should be 15.
Nice, nice.
yeah.
You're getting through her faster than you can Pyramid Head, it seems.
Yeah, it's because I'm actually playing her off stream.
Yeah. Pyramid Head felt like it took a while.
No, Jeremiah, I know that she can't. I'm just saying I feel like that was always a bug. Being able to place drones above and below survivors. I think it's dumb that it was a bug, but I think it was always a bug. It was just one that slipped through the cracks. She never could. I thought she could before. Am I dumb?
What?
Place drones above and below people?
What, on books?
Yeah.
No, I don't think she could. Because originally the drones went through floors, didn't they?
Yeah. But once they changed them to this, I thought they were able to. I just always thought it was a bug that she could do it. I'm having a lot of fun with it, to be honest.
She's fun. Like, I have fun with it. Are you ready?
Yeah, go for it.
That is so
You made it about the same distance you did the first time.
I don't think Vigil really makes that.
No, it seems like the duration is in like this sweet spot where it doesn't.
Yeah. Like, I definitely make, like it doesn't last, oh, sorry, it's ready up.
Do you have
It
Vigil?
doesn't last, yeah, it doesn't last as long, but I still don't think I get very far.
Well, the other thing is she's mostly doing this like when you're in between loops like a lot of the times when she's doing this, it's like that extra little bit doesn't. It might matter, but I don't think it's nearly as much as it matters for like Clown and Freddy, you know?
Yeah.
Because she also gets haste
Yeah.
if she redirects the drone, which she should be doing.
It's like a speed differential killer. She's like Clown. Like, I don't think Vigil really hits Clown that hard either.
Oh, don't say speed differential. My comment section will get mad at you. It's not the proper word.
What am I supposed to say?
I had speed difference.
Oh.
Yeah.
The experts in the comments.
I mean, they're technically right.
That's kind of right.
Okay, so this should add a second to it. So it should make it 7 seconds. And Vigil's 66%, so it should lower it to I have no fucking idea. I like how you took the least optimal way around that rock.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Alright, here we go.
Oh my, it doesn't matter. It doesn't make a difference. You made, like, I think you made it, like, here when you didn't have Vigil.
I don't know. I just don't think Vigil hits her that much.
Wow. Well, also, I do want to test something. Can you, go through the drone real quick? Oh, it does work. Okay. So, yeah, hang on a second. Like, stop right there. Hang on. Go now.
Oh my god.
So the way the haste works is when you I think I forget the exact time, but I think it's 5 seconds after you deploy it or change the direction. If they walk through it, you get the haste, no matter what, claw trap or no. But when they're standing still like this, you can still rotate them.
Say that anywhere.
Yeah. Yes. I just think it's funny that you can still technically turn the low power mode ones, even though they don't.
It says that in game.
Yeah. It says it in the bio. It doesn't say the amount, but it says she gets hazed. Yeah, I just think it's funny because I turned it clockwise. Turned it clockwise. Yeah. It's good. I think that was all I needed.
What, you're not gonna cool guy Mori me?
You said end it!
No, I said you want to cool guy Mori me. You said yeah.
I didn't hear the first part.
Oh, maybe it didn't go through. Well, how do you feel about that?
Haste is 3%. It's 5%. Yeah, it's 5%. I was looking at it on my screen. It was 5%, unless behavior's lying to me. Does it say it in the power? Hang on. Press the ability button to open the radar to see locations of survivors detected. The radar can be used when a survivor is detected by a drone shortly after its deployment or change in rotation. The Skull Merchant gains 5% haste for 8 seconds. Oh, and it does say the hinder amount. I'm surprised it actually says it.
That's actually impressive. I did not think they would do
The
that.
lock-on meter fills when scanned by a drone and when failing to disable a drone. When the meter is full, the survivor receives a claw trap, becomes injured, and suffers from the broken status effect. Additional scans briefly apply a 10% hinder status effect. A claw trap broadcasts the survivor's location to the killer and is only removed when its battery dies. Huh.
Well, so how do you feel?
Surprised that Vigil did, like, nothing.
Yeah, I felt like it did nothing. Like, actually nothing. I mean, I have it on, so I don't know.
It was just surprising. I was really expecting...
166. Does it not affect Skull Merchant?
Hang on, let me do the math here.
Because I feel like 66% of 7 should be pretty noticeable.
Why am I even bothering? 66% of 7 seconds.
Oh my gosh, did you hear that dog sneeze?
I did that when I did here. It should lower it to 4.62 seconds.
Yeah, I definitely feel like that was not quite what it was.
And then 66% of 6 seconds, which is the base amount,
Yeah.
it should lower it by 4 seconds.
So it should lower it to 4 seconds or by 4 seconds?
By 4 seconds.
So it'd be 2 seconds. No, it definitely was.
No, I'm sorry, 2 seconds. I'm sorry, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, by 2 seconds, yeah. So it should be 4 seconds.
That's still a pretty long hinder. Like that's base kit Freddy almost.
How long is Freddy's?
4.5.
Yeah, I think she's just I feel like the amount the length of time plus how long or how big the hinder is, like, I don't think Vigil affects her nearly as much as people let on.
No, I think Vigil just kills Freddy and everyone else is just kind of okay in terms of the hinder. Because I did not feel like I was hindered for no time at all there. I felt like it was a pretty substantial hinder, to be honest.
Well, that was really all I needed. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. Have fun. Bye, chat. Bye, bye,
Bye.
bye.
Yeah. That was enlightening. I'm gonna have to go frame by frame later on that, because that something about that doesn't seem right. Yeah, something about that doesn't seem right. But we'll see. It's going to be hard to go frame by frame. Again, it's very hard to get, like, a proper, like... I always use Ormond's because that main building's wall is always the same length pretty much every single time, so... I mean, other than that first one having the hill there, which I wish it had on every single one, that would have made it so much easier, but whatever. Ugh, I still can't believe the devs gave a killer a buff, but it was bugged. I mean, that happens all the time. Is that a triple flashlight squad? Alright. And 2 hidden offerings. It's probably fucking oaks, I'm assuming. I don't know why. I still think making offerings hidden at this point was a mistake. Even though apparently, by the way, diminishing returns affects the offerings, by the way. Which is really funny. A lot of killers have been bugged for a while. Deathslinger's still bugged, Chucky's still bugged. How was that not a grab? I hate this game. I was really, really expecting the triple background player there. I'm going to be 100%. There was probably a closer hook, but this is the first one I saw. With how fast that down was, I don't think it really is going to matter that much. I will lose a bit of momentum, but it's fine. I'm going to put one on the table. Like here. That's on the other side of the pallet, too. And the unbreakable pallet, which is fine. She gets the claw trap though. Wish I could have got that on her sooner. I saw you there, Jill. I don't think you could. There really isn't a hook anywhere closer, huh? It was an oak for sure. Do I make this? No! God damn, dude. Yeah, Jack, I think I'm losing this one. Shit. Yeah, I think I'm losing this one for sure. No someone's near there. I'm almost like tempted to start running nowhere to hide, honestly. I saw Saber on my left, by the way. I just wanted to make sure. I see multiples on my left. I am so surprised I got that. God, oh god, Rangers are so stupid. Shitty thing too is that in the event you can't really slug, so like there's no real way to stop this. She's gonna drop that. You know, for a flashlight squad, I was kind of expecting more flashlights. I'm going to be 100% honest. I'm not complaining. I just was expecting a few more flashlights. She's in the game. Good shit. She's clutch wrecked. Yes! Still no flashlights, really. Shocked and slightly appalled. I was half expecting, what's it called? Dead Hard? Did not happen. I cannot believe they're going down as much as they are, by the way. No body blocks either, man. I am so genuinely kind of disappointed. Okay, that's one out. Michaela's on death hook and still injured. 3 gens left. I'm surprised we're winning this. Again, they're focusing too much on the event. That's what's happening right now. This is what keeps happening. This is why killers are still, like, doing okay in the event, even with as bad as it is. Who was that? Arella? I really want it to be Michaela. Take Arella, though. So we're back down to 2 stacks, which is fine. Y'all know I can just do this, right? Are they giving up for real? You guys can't be fucking serious. You're giving up right now. Well, I can't pick Arella up, so... Jill, where are you? You know, say what you will about, like, Skull Merchant's power and such. But we can all at least admit, like, the idea behind her power, like, the visuals and stuff, is fucking cool as shit. She would go back around. She didn't. Just don't get the claw trap. Let's go. Well, Jill had a seizure. That was fun. All right. Is that one go away? Also, I will still down the hill, and I think most killers should get it. I really think Skull Merchant needs the race car HUD treatment. Again, I will die on that hill. Actually, I need to leave you alive because Behavior wants me to eat desserts, Arella. I'm sorry. I really want to get this done. Okay. I'll kill you in a second, Arella, I promise. I gotta eat desserts! Behavior said so. Yeah, I know. Behavior said so. You have adrenaline, Arella? Almost there. I swear I'm almost there. Hang on. Skull Merchant is a growing woman. She has to eat all of this cake. There, I did it. Okay, cool. What the fuck was that match? Also, they weren't. They were. Hold up. They didn't bring in Oak? The hooks were just that bad? What? Okay. Sure. Alright. Alright. Again, like, the only time I really noticed this come into effect was that one Sable hit. But then again, you know, sometimes that one hit can mean the difference between a win or a loss. I don't know. We'll see. We're going to be testing it more next week. So, I don't know. And I definitely want to go frame by frame with the Vigil testing. How many more do I need? I need 2 more quests. Okay, I can do that. I just have to play the one survivor match. So P16, let's go. I think just because of the event, Skull Merchant's gonna be one of my highest prestige killers, which is really fucking funny. Just because I need to make sure I get as many fucking cakes as I can before the end of this. We're at 230. I need about 500. I don't think we're gonna get it. I mean, it might be possible. I mean, I got 230 in like a week, so who knows. Plus, if I keep playing off stream like I have, then I think we'll be fine. Alright, chat. You know what it's time for. I just gotta find him. Hang on. It's my favorite part of stream, chat. It's my favorite part of the stream. Man, Philip, why is your fucking... I swear, Behavior just uses the same, like, face shape for every killer, don't they? Do they got, like, the Overwatch situation going on here? Also, these don't take nearly as long as the Pyramid Head ones do, because I'm not, like... actively changing anything. Wow, but that just kind of fits on, doesn't it? Well, that was easy. I love that the one eye is all the way... that can't be it. Hang on. Okay, the eye has to be, like, right there, and we'll distort the rest. There. There. I think that works. I think we got it. What a... Fuck me, man. I hate how well it works sometimes, Chad. I hate it. Okay, we got one version. We gotta add the hair, though. The hair is like a requirement. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like Wraith Merchant. Wraith Merchant works. Alrighty, chat. Well, with that, we're gonna go ahead and call it a night there. Like I said, I'll probably be playing a little bit more over the weekend, just so we can kind of get this along. Next week, we'll start testing the hindered add-ons, see how much they actually do, get the numbers, the base. Probably do more testing like we just did with Bailey there. I just wanted to get an idea because I was curious. I'll probably try to get the survivor perspective. But I love you guys as always. To all the new people, welcome in. We're doing this for at least the next 3 months, so strap on in.